This episode of the Pickleball Show with Curtis Reese is brought to you in part by Gavin Fight of Resolute RE, the commercial real estate experts. Resolute RE is helping to bring more pickleball courts to the Lone Star State with free market analysis, site selection, and lease negotiations for your next pickleball center or restaurant or retail store. You name it, we can help. Ready to elevate your game? Visit the link in the episode description to learn more.
Start recording this, and are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Come
Okay.
on. Let's go. I recorded that. You're going to be like, what? Who said that? Oh, boy, do we have a treat today. Staring at our cat. We have a cat in this place. Pretty weird. My guest, his name is Maurice Andy Miller, and he is the president of Dallas Pickleball Club, I believe, I might have the word
Association.
My apologies. Without further ado, this guy. Let me bring him on. I'm going to bring up his bio here. There he is, right there. Andy, how are you, man? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'm your host, Curtis Reese, with this lovely show here. We're on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon. Sorry about that. That was gross. Allergies are awesome, and all that good stuff. Please subscribe, say hi, because this is how I get this guy on. So without further ado, we have Maurice Andy Miller. Andy Miller, how are you, sir? Talk to us.
Just fine. I'll just give you a little introduction as far as how I got involved in pickleball.
Please do.
When I worked for AT&T and IBM for 34 years,
Wow.
I went ahead and retired, and I thought I'd be golfing every day. But I made one mistake, and the mistake was going to see where my daughter worked. Her name's Heidi Crone. Anyway, she was a tennis player. She played Division 1 AA at Central Arkansas.
Nice. I know where that's at.
She had a track, tennis, and cross-country scholarship. Anyway, going back, I visited where she was working. She worked at the Summit in Grand Prairie.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
For 50 plus players. And I went up there, and her office is on the second floor.
Yeah.
And I started hearing this weird sounds going boing, boing, boing,
Puck,
and I was wondering, what the heck's that? So I looked over the railing since it was down below, and I said, hey, that looks like ping pong, sort of like tennis. And it was the same size as a badminton court. And I said, hey, that looks interesting. And so instead of golfing, 6 days a week, I started playing pickleball, and I got hooked.
That's a good choice.
It's all my daughter's fault.
Oh, we're blaming your daughter. What's her name again?
Heidi Crone.
Heidi, thank you for doing that. Actually, we're not blaming you. We're thanking you for this because tell us what you do. Tell us the way of pickleball. Tell us what you do here in Dallas, where you live, what your affiliation is now. Shoot, let's go. Okay.
I live in Southwest Dallas, and I like to play at different locations. I've on Facebook. I have about 2,700 followers.
I'm finding it right now. Keep going.
Okay. And I like to go to different places because when you play pickleball, if you're playing the same people all the time, you know their strengths and weaknesses. So I kind of like to go to new places so I can play against some different people.
Yes.
And so it's a new learning process.
Yeah.
And everyone knows me. I'm the lobber.
Yes, I love lobs.
So the first time when I enter a pickleball facility, I look to see how high the ceilings are. That's the first thing I look.
I've never heard that one before.
Right. But, when you play people my age, their strengths are at the net, and their weaknesses is deep. So, as long as you hit it deep, you're more on the offense, and you get to play the net. And to me, that's where you need to
Yeah. It's called the kitchen. You go there to eat, you go there to clean up, you go there to do everything, you go there to dink, you do everything. You know what I mean? That's why you get to the kitchen. Good.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say you don't come in. I'm like, come on.
One second. Echo off. That was my timer.
Who just walked past you? That's your wife?
Oh, that was my wife.
Hi.
She's my
Hello.
partner.
Say hi.
We've been married
Curtis.
40 years.
Oh,
Her
40
name's
years.
Laura.
Congratulations.
40, yeah, her name's
Can't
Laura.
play that with him.
Well, I'm at 20. My wife and I've been here 24 years. My parents are like 70. They've been together for my wife's parents, same way. So, congratulations. It's great.
Thank you.
I love seeing
Okay.
it.
Have a good day.
So what I've been doing as far as pickleball wise is trying to go to new facilities. I've got a PDF file that I keep updating it almost hourly, but we have 328 places to play pickleball in the DFW North Texas area.
Wow.
And my mission is to visit every facility and to give a review. I just gave a review on a new facility called At Fault in Farmers Branch.
Oh, where's it at?
And
That's
24 hours, we had almost, what was it? Shoot, I think it was 12,000 views or something. So
Wow.
that's
Where's that in Farmers Branch? Because my studio's right here at Inwood in Spring Valley.
okay. It's near 35
Okay.
East
Yeah, you're way over
and Spring Valley.
Yeah, you're way over there. Okay. I know where that's at. Oh, yeah, it's cool. Well, I'll tell you this, people. I got a news flash. I just started being the pickleball professional at Play Count. It's in. You're gonna come to it too. You know where it's at? Come to it. I'll be there anyway. It's off McKinney and Lemon, right there in downtown. Start next week, and we open in 2025. So you're gonna come to it. It's called Play Count.
Okay, yeah, I've got it on my list.
You do?
My
Shut up.
spreadsheet.
Really? You're crazy, man.
Once
This guy's insane. So I'll go off and read off what's going on here. You've got some great accolades. President Duffer's Golf League. You're in a golf league. Come on. President of Dallas Pickleball Association, nonprofit. Tell us about that.
Okay, that organization, that was during the COVID,
Okay.
and we'd hold meetings at the summit, monthly meetings.
Okay.
And our mission was just to get more people
I love it.
playing pickleball.
Good.
And since I've been a Dallas Pickleball ambassador since 2019, everything happened in 2019 for some reason.
Let's talk about that real quick. Where'd you get your certification at, my man? IPTP. I'm with
It was
IPTP.
in, believe it or not, Chicken and Pickle in San Antonio.
Okay. I thought it was at Bent Tree here in Dallas. I did mine in 2019. Yeah, I'm a level 2.
Yeah, 2019. So
He's an
I've
IPTPA
been
certified pro. Good job.
ambassador for 5 years. I've been a Selkirk advocate for 5 years, and believe it or not, I've got 42 Selkirk paddles.
Well, speaking, I'm going to keep talking about this. Thank you for your service. He was an Army veteran of 3 years, 1971 to 1974. He went to an awesome school, Southwest Texas State. I mean, that's just all it is to me. Us old schoolers, right? You're younger than I am, but I remember you used to call it Southwest Texas. Remember that?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it was.
All right. So, talk to us about your. Do you teach? Where do you teach? Where do
Yes,
you
I was teaching in Mansfield, but I decided that it was just too much, so I'm just teaching at a Dallas Rec Center called Park in the Woods.
Where's that?
It's over in Southwest. It's near 20 and Mountain Creek Parkway as you're coming down.
Oh, yeah.
hill.
Okay. Yeah.
It's about a mile south of 20.
Cool. So, do you teach beginners, intermediates, all
beginners,
levels?
intermediate.
The fun ones.
I have group lessons on Wednesday, and I teach on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings.
And what facility is this again for our listeners? And
It's called the Park in the Woods.
Park in the Woods. Okay, great. All right. So so far, what's your favorite endeavor? What's your favorite memory of pickleball right now? Speaking with Andy Miller of Dallas Pickleball Association.
It's just meeting more new people. If I just continued golfing, I would have been in the same group. But now,
I love it.
now with running all the tournaments that I've run,
Tell us about those. How does that work?
I've got so many contacts from so many people.
Tell me how you run them. Where do you run them at? How do you run tournaments?
Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, Cedar Hill,
It's everywhere.
Mansfield.
Any place you can, or do you have certain courts?
Yeah, it's you have to look at the facility, how much they charge, and I try to keep my costs down because people that are my age or in the 50s or whatever, they like to play in tournaments, but they don't want to pay $100 or
I know.
I won't mention those places that
Don't
let
do
you
it.
charge over
I
100.
know. I don't. I know. Believe me. I've got more war stories too, man. Trust me. I've got one recently, but it's just building pickleball in Dallas has been very difficult, but it's getting there. There's a lot of younger pros and new players coming in from all over Midwest, East Coast, Northeast, all over, and we're glad to have them here. For someone like you, who runs that Pickleball Association, I just think that's a great feeding for players to go to. All right, so do you have a website or anything like that?
I also use globalpickleball.network,
Okay.
and I have 600 members, and it's a sister company of the Global Tennis.
Yes.
So,
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
okay, and I have close to 600 members, and that
Wow.
puts me in the top 15 in the world.
He's the man. I love it. So tell us what your favorite shot is. Don't just say the lob. Just tell us where you lob, when you want to lob it.
Well,
Tell us.
my problem is I'm like 4.2.
Why are you smiling? It's kind of scaring me.
Yeah,
Because you're throwing those lobs up.
I like to intimidate my opponents if they don't know me. The only problem is that they won't hit it back to you anymore because they know that you're going to hit it hard to them.
Do you dink or no?
I'm not a dinker.
Really?
If you catch me in a dinking scenario,
Yeah.
I'm going to lob you. Just maybe 8 or 6 feet over your head.
It sounds like that's
It's just too boring. To me, it just wastes time.
all right. Oh, wow. I love this guy. So tell us about your paddle. What's your favorite paddle you got? You have any couples you like to toss?
Okay. Well, since I work for Selkirk, this is my favorite paddle now, and
Nice.
it's
Kind is that? Which one is it?
it's a Vanguard Pro.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it just came out probably about 5 months ago,
How's it play?
but it's real consistent. You can see it's kind of
pretty
thick, so
huh?
it's got good control, and I need control.
Yeah.
A lot of people need good control, and it's got a lot of spin. And
Really?
people hate it when I spin, but it's just something that
you got to spin to win,
adds
bro.
another element in the game.
And he says that smiling too. Element. All right. So let's talk about your favorite. Do you like mixed? Do you like singles? Do you like doubles?
Okay.
What do you like?
I guess I'd prefer doubles.
Doubles? Why is that?
It's because you're playing against the same gender.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is when you're playing mixed, Duper brings that into the equation with doubles. To me, they should be separate.
Oh, wow.
Because if you don't have the same woman's double partner or something like that, then it's just like when I try to play with my wife, she'll get angry if I take one of her shots. And mixed.
Don't play with your wife, you idiot. Come on.
Luckily, she's not around.
No kidding. That's why I yelled at you.
It's okay for me to say that. But, it's probably okay if I put it away, but if I mess up, then I'll hear about it for the next couple of days or a couple of weeks.
Because you're going to hear about this the rest of your life because this is going on my station. Don't be mad at us. All right, Mom?
Right.
Anyway, so you like doubles? I would say because I don't want to move as much, but you had a much nicer answer than I would have had.
Yeah.
And so tell us about your favorite player. Do you have a favorite player right now? Female, male, junior.
I can't pronounce his name, but it's a Chinese guy. The
Quang Dang. Quang Dong.
Yeah. Anyway, I like the way he serves with an Eastern grip.
Wow.
And then I've been trying to serve with it because your paddle's kind of like this, and you have to really tell yourself, hit high, let it fly, or something.
Hit high, let it fly. Yeah.
Or something in your mind, because otherwise it's going to go in the net every time.
It's called a verbal cue. That's what it's called. That's a verbal cue. That's very good. I love that. Do you like to when you lob? Do you lob to the ad side or the even side, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter. I try to tell myself to make sure you lob it to the person that's not very good with lobs.
Yeah, that should be probably a lot of the majority of this because everybody likes to hit the ball hard. It's kind of boring. Yeah. All right, so let's talk about your. Where are you from? You from Dallas? Tell us about your background.
Actually, I was born in Germany, Nuremberg, and since I was an Army brat, I've been moving around. Like I went to 3 different high schools, just different. I've been in Kansas, Georgia, just
I'm born in Kansas.
different places. But I kind of like playing in Europe.
Really? Tell us about that.
Okay, it's just different. I played in a Kaiserslautern, or no, Karlsruhe, excuse me, gym. It was an old high school gym, and I played against some French guys that were like 6'5" or something like that, and they were barefooted.
What?
And stuff like that.
Barefoot?
Barefooted.
Did you lose?
And then you just have different
wow.
people from different countries, and you might not know the language that well.
Yeah.
But it's just an interesting, just something different.
You can tell by the way I guess you can tell by how they're acting, their mannerisms, if they're just their overall appearance when they're happy or sad, or so you don't need to know language sometimes. Pickleball is pretty simple language. You have fun and you don't cheat. All right. So let's go to the next thing. Next segment is called In the Kitchen. This is where I ask you things about yourself. Like the first one is, what's your favorite band? Or do you have a song you listen to before you go on the pickleball
band? It's probably, since I've gone through so many different eras, different genres, and I would say Nickelback is kind of stuck with me, the Canadian band.
I've never heard that. No one's ever said Nickelback. That song called Photograph. Look at this photograph, right? Something like that. That was terrible.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Felt like I was on helium singing that song. All right, well that's good. So talk about what do you have a favorite movie you like to put on that makes you laugh, cry?
Okay, if you look at maybe the oldest one was Ben-Hur.
Oh yeah.
And then Star Trek kind of replaced Ben-Hur. So.
You're a Trekkie?
Right, exactly.
That's awesome. I worked at a video store in high school, so I know all these movies. And in college, part of college, before I transferred to Oklahoma to play. So I know all these movies you're talking about because I put those damn things on the shelf my sophomore year until probably my senior year of college, on and off. So that's awesome. Favorite podcast? You listen to podcasts?
This is the first one that I've really listened to, or even.
So it's this show. Yes.
It's this show. Right.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Favorite sports team?
Okay.
Like sports?
I'll see if people recognize this.
The Dallas Mavericks. There we go. They're doing pretty good this year, aren't they?
Yeah, they're doing good, and they've always, in the last few years, they've been pretty good. It used to be the San Antonio Spurs, but
that's where I watched from.
Kind of went downhill.
Oh yeah. Didn't Tom Popovich retire? Not
yet, but he should.
He should. Fair enough. So you say you're a Mavericks fan. How far back does that go? Because I've been a Mavericks fan since 1990, man. I remember Quinn Buckner and Jim Clemens were the coaches back in the 90s, right? And they were winning like 2 games.
All right. Yeah.
You remember that? At the old reunion?
Yeah. Once they got the German in, things changed a little bit.
Dirk and Steve, man, in 99. That was so much fun. And I love Don Nelson. My parents used to watch him play. My wife's parents did too. He's a good guy. And I like Donnie Nelson. All right. Yeah. So favorite pet. You got pets?
No, we don't have pets.
Okay, good. Good. Okay, so you got pickleball. That's all you need. All right. So what's one thing about you that nobody knows that you think would be unique, funny, or like what the, but not like in a bad way? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I can't think of anything funny.
No, I can tell you what one of mine is. My thing is I am obsessed with my dog's going poop when I walk them. I mean, I don't know why, because I'm pretty laid back. I don't like force them or yell at them. But it's like, right. And then I spend the rest of the time hoping one of our dogs eats his own poop, so we can poop in the house and eat it. And we're like, ugh! So. Yeah. Anyway, that's my thing. You got anything weird happened to you over in Germany or some type of food you had that was like really good and you didn't think you'd like it or something like that? Nothing?
Yeah, I almost eat pretzels as often as I can. Whenever Aldi has them, I buy them by about 6 boxes, so they're glad to come in there.
You're an addicted pretzel eater. I've never heard of that one. That's pretty cool. Well, you can be addicted to worse, right? So come on. That's great. All right. Well, I have a story. And in 2002, a guy named Pete Sampras and a young, up-and-coming talent by the name of Andy Roddick played a charity event at Moody Coliseum in Dallas, and I was the line judge for the serve, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I had to call the center service line. Did you go to that, Price? That Sampras Roddick match that I called? I can't remember. Anyway, it's scary as hell. When they're on the ad side, it goes up T every time, and I almost got killed. But anyway, that's something knows about me. All right, so I'll tell you what. How would people get in touch with you if they wanted to maybe play some of your tournaments or stuff like that?
Okay, yeah, the dallas.pickleball@gmail.com is probably the best way.
Okay. And I can be reached, Curtis, at reasebracketsports.com or on the World Wide Web. Curtis Reese Pickleball. Check it out. And anything else you got to say before we get out of here? You want to come back on?
Yeah, just, and this is a great show, and I'm glad to be part of it.
He's being nice. He's going to change. Next time he's going to come off, he's going to freaking have like a bandana on and like all this stuff on. Well, hey, man, you have a great week and have a happy holiday, okay, my man?
Thanks. You have a good Christmas and holidays.
Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all that good stuff, right?
Yeah, all that good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff.
Coming through.
That's it. That's all she wrote. It's a fun time. Maurice.
Yeah, I enjoyed talking with you, Curtis.
It's not over with yet. We're still recording this.
Oh, okay.
That's perfect. See that? That's how I want to end it. Hey,
Yeah.
man, happy holidays.
Yeah,
See
same
ya.
to you.